I feel like I'm going through a burnout. That's where I'm at. Guys, I'm in a funk. I'm in a big funk. For the past couple months, I have been on and off on this productive cycle whim. Basically, I'll set myself all of these different goals and I'll do so well for the first week. And then the second week comes along, I tank. I completely 180 and I eat whatever I want. I binge. I've got a lot of unhealthy habits going right now, both physically and mentally. My sleep is horrible. My exercise and my steps are horrible. I'm not eating well. I'm not exercising as much as I want to. I don't look in the mirror and think, oh my gosh, I'm so happy with myself. I just don't feel good right now. I don't feel comfortable in my own body. I want to change it. Something I've been struggling with a lot recently is binge eating. I think I've always struggled just a little bit with food my entire life, but it's never been like this. I have some gut issues going on right now, and I think the fact that I always get bloated after I eat is just fueling me to go, well, if I'm gonna get bloated, I might as well just eat whatever I want and just completely... Health and wellness has long left the chat. I feel like I'm going through a burnout. That's where I'm at. I'm so sick of feeling this way. I'm so sick of eating too much. I'm so sick of feeling bloated. I'm so sick of being sad. I just need to get my shit together. My aim is to cry for the rest of the night. I'm gonna go cry for the rest of the night, to be honest. I need it. But after that, I'm gonna game plan a few habits that I want to set in place for this video and just try to get my shit together. Try to get out of this rut because I'm sick of it. I think my aim with these habits is to not make them so extreme, make them achievable, small, and just slowly work our way up. And if you're in a rut as well, let's do this together. All right, I'm back. So we have some work to do. I've compiled a list of habits I want to attain this week. I've broken it down into attainable goals that I want to achieve and then also a morning and a night routine. The first two things I want to get done is to declutter my wardrobe and my bathroom. Just get out all of the stuff that I don't use, don't need. I'm such a victim of my space. If my space is messy or unorganized, I feel cluttered and clogged like a closed comb. I have some choice words to describe the state of my bathroom. It is definitely a reflection of my mental state, quite cluttered. There's things in here that I literally haven't used or touched in like years. So my bedroom and my bathroom are like the two things that if they're messy, I'm messy everywhere, mentally, physically, spiritually. I think first order of business, we just need to clear the space out. Oh my gosh. So let's get to it. I'm one person with one head of hair, so got rid of a lot there. Wow, I actually think we did super well. Look at that. It looks so much more cleaner than before. We're done! Wow, we cleared a lot of stuff, didn't we? Probably doesn't look like a huge change, but I feel like it's made a big difference. Wow, the power of cleaning your space, honestly. And luckily my room isn't as bad. Come with me. I actually cleaned a lot of this off camera. Sorry. The bedroom's looking a lot better. All we gotta do is just put away these two things and then we're done. Currently my morning routine sucks ass. I drop my sister to school and she's basically down in my bedroom by like 8:20, and I kid you not, I literally wake up and I drive her to school literally the moment she comes down. Feel like that just puts too much pressure on my nervous system. I kind of want to give it a more slower approach. Kind of want to give myself a very soft girl morning. So I think waking up at around 7 a.m. is probably my best bet. So we're gonna do a 7 a.m. start, do the shower, hair care, skincare, all of that jazz. Just like get ready for the day and give myself that little moment in the morning. Good morning. Wow, I look like a 13-year-old boy. I took my lashes off a couple days ago, so can I be so honest with you for a second? I usually struggle with a morning routine. This has been extremely easy. Purely because I get to take a warm shower in the morning regardless because it's so cold when I wake up. And the shower just like wakes you up. Before, when I would try to do this routine, I would just not take a shower in the morning because I usually took one before I went to bed. But now taking a shower in the morning, bro, literally game changing. I feel so clean after. I feel so clean, girl. And I love that I get to do my whole routine in silence, like in the morning. I already noticed like a huge difference in like my mood throughout the day just because of my morning. I feel like this morning routine really sets me up for a good day. I don't know why I didn't do this sooner, honestly. Something that I want to prioritize in the morning is getting out into the sun or getting at least outside because it's really good for us as humans. It's like letting us know that we're awake. It's It's waking up the body. I used to read so much and I really do miss it. Definitely want to allocate more time to reading, so I'm going to do that in my morning as well. So that brings me on to my bedtime routine. My aim overall is to go to bed and wake up at the same time and get my sleep circadian rhythm back on its 2 feet. So I think for my bedtime routine, I definitely want to be in my bedroom by like 10 p.m., kind of like winding down at that stage. No eating 3 hours before I go to bed, no screen time 1 hour before I go to bed. Really give my body some time to just tone down. Let it know that it's time to go to bed and not be so high strung. Now to come to think about it, I literally go to bed super stressed and I wake up super stressed. So I want to give my nervous system some time to just reboot. So I'm holding myself accountable. It's currently 10:39. Everybody's asleep right now, but I'm still very much on my phone. This whole going to bed on time has definitely been the hardest thing to follow, surprisingly. Hopefully we'll get better at this, but so far it's proving a challenge. Some other habits that I want to do is work outside more, being somewhat immersed outside when I'm doing my stuff. This is currently what the work setup looks like. I usually work on my kitchen countertop, but I feel like I'm gonna start working out here way more. I feel like it's just more vibey. I'm actually genuinely so glad that I put this habit in place because I just feel so much more productive. It's definitely nothing groundbreaking, but I feel like all of these little habits that we're doing is starting to get me back on track. So interesting how little changes like that can make a huge impact on your day and your mood. Girl needs to drink more water. Holy. Definitely want to prioritize getting at least 2 liters or 2 bottles of water every single day. Look, 3 to 4 water bottles. Again, it's just, I've tried to do that in the past and it's never been attainable. I want to start low and slow and then work my way up. Get myself rehydrated. I'm on my 2nd bottle of water. I actually thought it was gonna be so much harder to get like 2 bottles of water down, but it's actually been so easy. I've been even been getting like 3 bottles sometimes if I go to the gym. I feel like I have so much more energy. I feel like my stomach's happier, my skin is happier. I feel more energetic, more full for longer. I've always liked water. I've just been really bad at getting into the habit of drinking it. So now that I'm actually doing it and like holding myself accountable, I feel so much better. With the whole drinking water, I feel like my skin is starting to finally like really clear up. It's so much more like juicy. Also, I'm not naked. I just came out of the shower. Also, I'm not getting as many stress breakouts, which I'm loving. Low-key 10 out of 10 routine so far. We'll be doing it again. Another thing I want to do is really start prioritizing my health and exercise. I run a UGC business, I do content creating, and I also work as a social media manager part-time. So all of those means that I'm basically sitting down for the majority of my job and looking at a screen. It's making me feel really disconnected from the outside world and also not good for my health. At least doing like a 45-minute walk every day to just move my body and get things flowing, circulation going. And then if I go to the gym and if I do a run after that, then perfect. Next thing I want to do is set up a naturopath appointment. I feel like I have been neglecting my gut health for so long. We're kind of getting to the point where we're just hitting dead ends, you know what I mean? I'm already cutting out gluten, already lactose free, and I'm still flaring up. Just getting my gut axis back online because she is out of whack right now. So I just booked my naturopath appointment. I am so excited. I just called around like a bunch of different places just to see like which clinic I vibe with, but I think I just found my lady. I really liked her. I also got this gut reset pack like a couple days ago, which I'm really excited to try out. I really want to see if it would make a difference. It's got like a bunch of ingredients which I'm already very familiar with knowing my gut. There's a saying that you can have all these different problems, but as soon as your health is one of them, that is the only problem that you can think of. And that is so true. Every time I eat, I feel like I need to be watching or doing something. I feel like I'm running half of my life on a daydream because I'm just not being in the moment when I do certain things. Also, it's way better for your digestion when you are in tune with your food and actually seeing it be eaten and not be distracted. I love a YouTube while I eat, but it's fine. In terms of my eating, because your girl loves to binge eat and she loves her sugar. Every single hour that goes past, I probably think about food at least 3 to 4 times. I'm not even joking you. I feel like because I'm snacking throughout the day, I'm not giving my digestion time to just have a moment to herself. So definitely want to just stick to 4 meals a day, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and dessert, of course. So we're going to take baby steps, little baby steps. I am fighting the urge to snack right now. I want chocolate so bad. I'm so freaking tired. I don't even know why I have a craving. Ever since following the protocol of having like 4 main meals a day, I feel like I'm way just more satiated throughout the day. But of course, my little face just wants to mess things up. I'm also starting my gut cleanse today, so I really should not be snacking. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go to bed. Hello everybody! It has now officially been a week since we started this whole extravaganza. And wow, do we have a lot to recap on. I have to admit, this has probably been one of the most eye-opening weeks I've had in a very, very long time. I have my notes. So as you know, we rebuilt a completely new morning and bedtime routine. I loved the new morning routine that we did this week. I wish I did this earlier, honestly. Getting out of bed at 7 a.m., doing your whole routine, getting your reading in, having like a nice, chill, slow morning has been so fundamental in how I've felt throughout this whole week. I didn't realize that your mornings literally do set you up for the rest of the day. I felt because I wasn't so stressed out in the morning that throughout the day I just had a way more mellow, even-toned mood. I have been so much less anxious this week, which is crazy. It has been such an extremely busy week, yet I have felt the most emotionally relaxed, if that makes sense. The other habits like drinking more water, working outside, getting my 45 minutes of steps in, I'm gonna keep those as well. They have been so good. Working outside has low-key been game-changing. I'm not even gonna lie. From someone who works at home and who like stares at a laptop all day, I feel like I've gotten more done this week just from changing up all of these things. There were some challenges this week, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna say I was perfect with this routine, but I was definitely trying my very best. No screens while eating has been hard, I'm not gonna lie. From someone who just loves to watch and consume things, because here's the thing, when I'm working, when I get to eat, it's kind of like my downtime, so that's kind of when I usually go on my phone or like whip out like some Netflix. So not being able to do that has been really hard, but that being said, I feel like I'm more tuned with the things that I'm eating though. Like I'm more self-aware of the foods I'm putting in my body than anything else. So obviously at the start, I opened up to you guys about my binge eating and how it's been something I've been on and off struggling with. And this week it's actually been pretty good. I'm not going to say I was perfect. I definitely did snack a couple times and I didn't film it. I didn't realize that I just was constantly eating throughout the day. Because I was eating like pretty much every single 1 or 2 hours, my digestive system just wasn't getting a break. And also I wasn't eating until I was full. Like I was just snacking and I felt like that was really bad. So cutting it down to those 4 meals a day, I feel like way more satiated. I'm not thinking about food nearly as much as I used to. Coming from someone who like thinks about food a lot, it's just nice to have like a little bit of a break. I'm not saying I'm completely there yet. There's definitely times where I'm a little bit weaker and I will go to snack. Following that 4 meals per day kind of like set rule has really, really helped. I'm gonna keep doing it. Also, seeing a naturopath as well, on top of having my medical appointments with my doctor, I'm kind of taking both approaches at the moment with my gut, trying to fix it. And I'm also on this digestive gut cleanse at the moment, which I actually think is working really well. I completely underestimated the power of just like natural herbal ingredients. Obviously, there's other factors like my diet and I'm not snacking as much. I feel like the digestive support has just really helped as well. Something that was really hard to stick with, I'm not gonna lie, was the bedtime routine. That really was the most challenging thing out of everything, I'd have to say. Out of the whole week, I probably only stuck to the bedtime routine maybe 2 or 3 times, which is not nearly as much as I want it to be. The whole winding down routine, I want to get better at. Like I really want to get better at, because the days that I did do it, I felt so good. I felt complete because I completed the whole morning routine in between and then night routine. That one was a struggle and it was really hard to keep up for some reason. Moving forward, I kind of want to tweak my bedtime routine a little bit to not having me wind down for a whole hour before I go to bed, but more so 30 minutes. I feel like that's more realistic. The whole going to bed and sleeping at the same time, holy my God, I feel like a changed woman. I honestly feel like a changed woman. After all of these habits that we did this week, I feel just brand new. I feel so good. I feel so much better than I did at the start of the video, which is kind of great because that's the aim of the video. I wanted to get to a better, more uplifted mood. I wanted to get more productive. I feel like this week has been really good and I want to stick to this. So next week, I'm going to be even more strict with myself with all of these rules. This week was kind of just tailoring, seeing what was working, and now I can refine the process and really stick to this routine. I'm in love. I actually am obsessed with this routine. It's not unrealistic. It's very attainable. And these little micro habits that we've done have really just completed a new me. If you're in a rut right now, I highly recommend doing a little 1-week reset and just like getting your body back on track, because this has been so good. I'm so glad I did this. Getting out of a rut is not something you can do overnight. It definitely took a couple days to just even set into the mood of it, but this has been pretty good. This has been really fun. Anyways, I'm going to leave you off with that, and I hope you have the most amazing day. You're amazing. You're doing so well, and I believe in you, and I'll see you next week. So, see you later.